Did you know a full-grown tiger once lived in a fifth-floor apartment in Harlem, New York City? No zoo, no permit, no cage, just a 400-pound Siberian Bengal hybrid tiger living like a roomie in public housing. Sounds fake, right? Nah, this really happened and the story just gets wilder. Let me introduce you to Antoine Yates, a part-time cab driver from Harlem who, in the year 2000, decided he was going to start a private jungle in his apartment. He bought Ming the tiger when he was just 8 weeks old, a baby tiger from a place called Bearcat Hollow Animal Park in Minnesota. But Ming wasn't his first big cat. Before Ming, Yates had already owned a lion cub named Jabba, and after that, he also took in another lion cub named Nemo, who was sick and unlikely to survive. And then there was Al, a 5-foot alligator Yates picked up legally in New Jersey. So yeah, this wasn't just a tiger in an apartment. It was a full-blown urban safari behind one door in the Drew Hamilton housing projects. For 3 years, this man raised Ming in his fifth-floor apartment, feeding him up to 20 pounds of raw chicken, liver, and bones a day. He barely left the apartment, maybe an hour a day to grab groceries. And inside, the tiger had a bedroom of his own. You might be wondering, how did the neighbors not know? Well, they kinda did. People in the building joked about how much chicken he was always buying. One woman said she thought something was weird when her windowsills started smelling like animal pee in the summer, and apparently, some people even saw Ming. But it all just became one of those Harlem legends. You hear something crazy, but you don't believe it's true. Then, on September 30th, 2003, everything changed. Yates shows up at the Harlem ER with serious bites on his leg and arm. Tells the doctors it was his pit bull, but the doctors are like, "Sir, these are not pit bull bites." These jaws were massive. Eventually, Yates admits what really happened. He had adopted a house cat named Shadow, and when he introduced Shadow to Ming, things got ugly. Ming chased the cat, and when Yates jumped in to stop him, the tiger bit and clawed him. He later said, "I'm walking around. I'm still alive. I haven't lost a limb. You couldn't even tell I got bit by a tiger unless I told you." And he refused to call it an attack, claiming it was just Ming reacting emotionally. But the truth was out now, and it didn't take long for someone to tip off the NYPD. On October 2nd, police get a call that there's a large wild animal biting people in an apartment. And when they get to Yates' door, they hear growling. Like real, chest rumbling, "You should not be here," growling. The cops aren't going in that front door. Instead, they drill through a neighbor's wall and snake a camera in to confirm. Yup, that's a full-grown tiger in apartment 5E. So what now? They bring in Officer Martin Duffy. He goes to the roof, rappels down the side of the building, and tranquilizes Ming through the window. But not before Ming charges the glass and smashes it with his body. Thankfully, the tranquilizer kicks in, and a team of animal control officers, led by a zoo veterinarian, go in, give him a second dose, and haul him out. It took 6 grown men and an elevator to get Ming down to the street. Oh, and while they were inside, they found Al the alligator chilling in one of the other bedrooms. Yates, meanwhile, had left town, but cops tracked him down in a Philadelphia hospital, still recovering from the tiger bites. The media went wild. Neighbors gave interviews. One woman who lived in the same apartment said she was terrified at first, but eventually just got used to it. "We all became family," she said. Legally, Yates got charged with reckless endangerment and possession of a wild animal. His mother, who had been babysitting kids inside that tiger apartment, was charged too. Yates pled guilty and served 5 months in prison, but only did 3. Afterward, he tried to sue the city for $7,000 he claimed was missing from the apartment and the loss of his pets, including a rabbit. The judge threw it out and said he had chutzpah. As for Ming, he was relocated to Noah's Lost Ark Animal Sanctuary in Ohio. No cages, just trees, open space, tiger buddies, and a swimming pool. He lived peacefully there until 2019, when he died of natural causes. He was cremated and buried at Hartsdale Pet Cemetery in New York, the oldest pet cemetery in the U.S. Yates later claimed he moved to Nevada and owned 22 big cats. But public records and actual tiger owners say that part's probably not true. By 2020, he was back in Philly, living with his mom and a humble collection of turtles, snakes, and chinchillas. Oh, and when asked about the people in Tiger King, He called them ignorant so-called exotic animal lovers. But here's the thing. Before there was Tiger King, before Joe Exotic and Carol Baskin, there was Ming, the tiger who lived in Harlem and the man who turned public housing into a private jungle. Like and follow for more jaw-dropping true stories.